Okay, so also just FYI, I am breaking up the lecture into multiple recordings just so my computer can actually handle uh, syncing all my recordings. So just to let you know, it's not just going to be one recording. Okay, so moving along here, I want to talk about our modern money. So our modern money today is made up of two things: currency, which is money in your jeans, in your purse, and deposit money. So deposit money are basically our bank accounts that we have allocated to use as our spending. So I would say our currency, or sorry, our deposit money would be the bank account that is linked to your bank card or your debit card. So other things that we would say is not money. What is not money? Checks, debit cards, credit cards are not considered money because they don't perform those three functions. Uh, Checks, debit cards, and credit cards are what we call as money substitutes because they serve as a temporary medium of exchange but not a store of value. So, and they really are a form of deferred payment and not actually money. Okay, so in Canada, our central bank measures our money in terms of its liquidity. So there is our M1 and our M2 plus. The definitions of M1 and M2 plus, I'm not really that concerned with. Uh, what I think is interesting with respect to M1 and M2 plus is what it tells you. So M1 is currency and deposit. So M1 is our most liquid forms of cash. And when I'm talking about liquid, I mean that it is the money that people intend to spend. M2 plus are accounts or money that people probably allocate more as savings. So your US account, your rainy day account, those accounts are there more for savings and not for spending. Now, what is interesting with respect to our M1 is our Bank of Canada likes to track M1 because it gives us an idea of um, of inflation. So, what happens when the Bank of Canada looks at our M1 is, firstly, they like to see how much M1 has increased or expanded. So let's say if everybody usually holds $1,000 in their savings account and now everybody's holding $1,500 in that account, that would mean, number one, that you intend to spend more, or that the price of things have gone up, so you need more money to buy things. Either way, that indicates inflation. The other thing in terms of M1 is we look at something called the velocity of M1, and that basically means how quickly money is changing hands. And if money is changing hands pretty quickly, that is telling you that people are making a lot of transactions, and that once again indicates to the bank that inflation could be rearing its ugly head. So that is what we do with respect to M1.